Well, students, good evening to all of you. So today we are going to discuss these important topics of research. Okay, the name of your paper is Introductions to Educational Research. So guys, just see these topics: research, educational research, types of educational research, review of related literature, research problem, hypothesis, and sampling, right? So these all topics we have finished in the previous lectures, except hypothesis and sampling. Okay. But you were saying that, sir, you need a notes. So I have made a notes for you. Already you have a good book, good guide. You can learn from there also, as well as you can see from these notes also. So today in my class, we will learn directly from the notes. And after the class, you will get the notes so that later on you can study yourself according to your convenient, right? So today we'll discuss all the topics which I have made a notes for you for research. This is the most important topic, most important paper also. In fact, further in your classes, it will help you. So first topic is research or educational research. Okay. So we are going to study the educational research. Before that, we should know about the research. Okay. What is a research? I have already taken the lecture. Research is a guy's systematic inquiry to find a solution of particular problem, right? Whatever I have underlined, you can see on the screen. Okay. Whatever I have selected, okay, I'm discussing that part, right? What is research? Research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena, right? In a simple sense, guys, whatever you are looking with your open eyes, these all are the product of the research, right? Whether you are looking the new mobiles, i14 has launched, this is a result of the research. This is a product of research. Okay. So every new car, every new product, every development, whatever you see, this is a product of the research, guys. Because due to the research, our work, our product becomes it becomes more friendly, more easy to use, right? As compared to others, as compared to previous, right? So what are the characteristics of a research? So in a simple word, what is a research? And in fact, when you see the research, the spelling of research, re plus search. Research means whatever we have searched, we are working on that product in order to make smooth functioning of that product. Okay. And sometimes we get a new things due to the research. What are the characteristics of a research? I have taken these lecture of these all the topics. So today I'm discussing directly from the notes. So I will go little bit swiftly, so that because you are aware of these all the topics. Okay. Because I have to give to the notes to you. That's why I'm discussing from the notes so that it become easy for you to learn it. What are the characteristics of a research? Research is a planned, systematic, and highly methodological in its approach and based upon observable experience or empirical evidence. So guys, one thing has very much cleared. What is research? Research is always a systematic inquiry, right? It is a systematic process. Means even, okay, I'm taking your class, I have arranged the topic, every topic is linked with each other. You cannot pick one topic, learn it, and go to the next topic or any randomly any of the topic, right? So it's not a way. The way is you have to start from the scratch and go along with that, right? For example, the first topic is a research, then second is review of related literature, then research problem, then hypothesis, then sampling, then any statistical part. Okay, this is a way. So research is a systematic way. It is based upon the observable experience or empirical evidence, right? Means you collect the data empirically, then you do the research on that particular part. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the research. It involves a gathering new data from primary or first-hand sources or using existing data for a new purpose. Right, guys? So these are some of the characteristics of a research. I think you have come to know about the, characteristics of a research. In fact, you can see again, research is a directed towards the solution of a problem. It is a very much important, guys. Whenever the word comes in your mind, research means it is providing solutions to a particular problem. Actually, guys, it is in our paper MEd. Okay, so we are dealing with the educational research. Okay, we are dealing with the education. In education, there is a lot of problems. So when we have the knowledge of the research, when we enable our attitude, research aptitude, so that we can solve the problem systematically instead of losing the temper. Right? So there is a problem in the education system. There is a problem of syllabus. Can be problem of the teaching method of the teacher, students problem, administrative problem, curriculum problem, examinations problem, evaluations problem, semester system problem, annual system problem. So there is a lot of problem in the education field. Right, guys? Now you all are going to become a principal. So being principal, you should have the research aptitude so that you can solve all the problem systematically and from the scratch. Right? So research means it is a directed towards the solutions of a problem. Again, number second, it is a continuous inquiry in search of knowledge. Right? And see the fourth one, research is based upon observable experiences and empirical evidences. Okay, I have just explained. It is a scientific based. Okay, you cannot say that, oh, we have collected the data from here and there. So basically, we collect the data, we apply the statistical tool, okay, in order to interpret the data and draw the conclusions. Right? Again, next is, okay, we talk about the educational research. Now you have come to know about the research in general, what is a research, but our topic is, our syllabus is educational research. Educational research is a part of the research. Educational research means it is defined as the application of a scientific method in the study of educational problems. Okay, you can see it. Educational research is defined as the application of the scientific method in the study of educational problems. Okay. So according to the C.V. Good has given a one definitions of educational research. He said, educational research is the study and investigation in the field of educations or bearing upon educational problems. Okay. As well as Gilbert has said, educational research is to study causal relationship. It is described current conditions without their being influenced by the investigator. Right, guys? So educational research means when we apply the scientific method to the educational problem in order to smooth running of an educational system, in order to smooth running of a teaching learning process. This is called the educational research. Okay. So these are, some of the characteristics of educational research. So you already know. Okay. We have already taken the lecture and, I have just defined to you. Okay. Now we move directly towards the types of educational research. Okay. You are also aware that because this lecture I have already taken, there are three types of educational research. Number one is basic research or fundamental research. Second is applied research. And third is action research. Right? What is a fundamental research? You know that this is a research to get the knowledge, just only to know the knowledge for the sake of knowledge. Okay, just like you can see, it is written. Basic research or fundamental research is a generation of, creation of new knowledge for the sake of knowledge. This is called the fundamental research. Okay, matlab we can take any of the topic. Okay, we can find that just to get the knowledge. And second is the applied research. Applied research means, what is the meaning of that? Meaning of that, whatever we have got from the fundamental research. Okay, so whatever the data, whatever the knowledge we have got, this knowledge in our mind, this is called the fundamental research. When we apply that knowledge in a practical field, this is called the applied research. As the name suggested, applied. We have to apply. Right, guys? Guys, our process is the education process. Okay, it is a application process. It is a practical process. Okay, we have to teach practically. We cannot think in the mind. Okay, we have to, even you all have done the B.Ed. You know that how the person becomes trained in the teaching. When he starts the teaching, continues, he is giving the teaching. Okay, then he becomes a trained. So it is an application field. Our field, education field, is it. So when we apply the fundamental knowledge into the in the actions, this is called the applied research. And what are the action research? Action research is such kind of a research which provides the immediate solutions of the problem. This is called the action research. I can give you one example of action research. For example, in your class, you see that, one student, okay, all the students are, you have given the one topic, all the students have understood the topic, but one student is not getting the topic. Okay, or suppose, for example, you have given one of the example on the computer, one student is not doing that particular assignment. So guys, what you do that, okay, you go to the particular student, okay, you first understand the problem, and on the spot you provide the solution of the problem to the student. This is called the action research. Okay, so action research is such kind of a research. You can see it is written, this type of research is focused on immediate applications, not on the development of a theory or generations of a application. Okay, matlab it provides on the spot knowledge. This is called the action research. Okay, as the name suggested, action research, providing immediate solutions to the problem. Okay, teacher should have such kind of a knowledge. That's why it is in your syllabus. Okay, providing on the spot solutions to a particular problem is called the action research. Okay, so in detail you can read it. I have made a notes for you, right, guys? Characteristics of action research is written. Okay, I have given one example, action research in education. Just I have given you the two examples, right? So same example I have elaborated here. Okay, you can go for this also. Okay, then is steps in educational research. This is the most important. Okay, means all of you, it should be on your fingertips, guys. What are the steps of educational research? Number first, identifications or defining the problem. Second is review of related literature. Third is formulations of hypotheses. Fourth is collections of the data. Fifth is, now the data has collected. Fifth is interpretations of the data. And sixth is draw the conclusions. And last is making the report. This is the steps of any research. In fact, educational research. Okay. Even these all are the seven steps are the research, and these 7 steps are the educational research. Okay, it is written steps in educational research. You can see number 1, defining the problem or identifications of the problem. Second is review of related literature. Third is formulations of hypothesis. Fourth is preparations of a research methodology. Sorry, we have missed one. Okay, this is the most important. Okay, preparations of a research methodology, right? And next is collections of a data. Before collections of a data, you have to make the what is your design, what is your strategy of doing the research. Only then now you can collect the data. Next is after the collections of a data is interpretations of the data. Organize, scoring, and interpretations of the data. These all come under the interpretations of the data. And seventh is draw valid conclusions and reporting the results. Okay, these 7 steps, right, guys? So what are the steps? Number 1, identifications or defining the problem. Second is review of related literature. Third is formulations of the hypothesis. Fourth is research methodology. Fifth is collection of a data. Sixth is interpretations of the data, and seventh is draw conclusions. This is the assignment for you. Okay, in the next class I will learn about steps in educational research from all of you. Okay, because I am giving you the notes, you have to learn from here. Okay, you can note it. Okay, steps you all should know, right? This is the assignment for you because this is the important. Okay, all rest of the chapters, all the things is based upon these 7 subjects, right? 7 steps. If we have the knowledge of these 7 steps, it means you have become master in the research methodology. Okay, these 7 steps, this is the most important. And trust me, all research is based upon these 7 steps. Even you make a 5 or 6 kilo, or you can say 7 steps. Okay, this is a basically it is based upon your dissertation, thesis, PhD thesis, based upon these 5 or 7 steps. Okay, basically number 1 is defining the problem. Second, review of related literature. Third is hypothesis. Sometimes why I'm telling you these are 5 steps. Sometimes hypothesis comes under the review of related literatures. Now, when you start writing the report, okay. And third is design and procedure. Fourth is collections of a data and interpretation. It comes under a 1 chapter. So that's why out of a 7, it has become the 5. Okay. So basically, whenever you have to submit the MEd thesis, MEd dissertation, MPhil dissertations, PhD dissertations, in fact, okay. So basically, these are the five topics, 5 steps you make and you define elaborately, right? You should have in-depth knowledge of these 5 or 7 steps, right, guys? So these are the steps of educational research. Okay, you have understood. Okay, guys, next we talk about, ethics. Although it is not in your syllabus, this topic, ethics issues in conducting educational research. Okay, it is not in your syllabus, but guys, you should have knowledge of this. Okay, we cannot miss this topic. This is a very simple topic, easy topic, but there is also a ethics in the educational research. Okay, so you must aware of these, all the ethics. So what are the ethics of educational research? Number 1, copyright infringement issues, right, guys? So guys, means it does not mean you are writing something and you just go to the internet and collect the data and write that. It is not a way. You should have some ethics, right? Either you have to take the permissions from the author, okay, or you cannot copy whole of the data, right? Sometimes it is a violations of the Copyright Act, right? So falsification issues, plagiarism, right? Plagiarism means kya hota hai? You are copy the data. You are making your synopsis, thesis by copying the data available on the internet. So guys, even it is a standard procedure by the UGC and others. Okay, if in your dissertations or thesis or PhD thesis, if you have more than, I think 10% or 20% more than plagiarism, so then your dissertations, your thesis would not be accepted by the university or any of college, university, or UGC, right? So guys, these are the points: citations, referencing, publication issues, right? Confidentialities issues, authorship, research supervisions, right? Peer reviews. So these are 8 or 9, these are the issues now when you start making your thesis. So guys, you must aware of these ethical issues. So basically, you can get the knowledge from the internet, okay, whatever the other author has said, guys, but you have to write in your English. Okay, you have come to know about the particular, knowledge. Okay. But you cannot copy now. Copy and paste you can't, right? You have to write in your own language. And after that, you have to see that, okay, means there should be a less and less plagiarism should come in your dissertation or thesis, right? These are some of the, ethical issues. Even when you are using the questionnaire, test, scale of any author. So guys, by mail, you can take the permission, then you can use it. Anna, this is it is our ethic. Okay, you must have to, use it, and you must be aware of these all the ethics. Okay, although this topic is not your syllabus, but you should have the knowledge of this. Okay. Okay, next is review of related literature. Okay, this also topics. Okay, I have also taken class of this topic, review of related literature, but I'm giving you the notes also, so that side by side I'm taking class of this, so that it becomes easy for you. What is meaning of review of related literature? It is the master step in the process of research. Okay, see this line. This is a very important, very powerful line. Every research begins from where the previous researchers have left, and it goes forward maybe 1 inch or even less towards the solutions of a problem or answer of a question. This is the meaning of a guy's research. Every research begins with whatever, wherever the previous person has left, you have to start from there. And if it goes even a 1 inch forward or less towards the solutions of a problem or answer of a question, this is called the research. And review of related literature helps you, supports your research. Okay, why the need of a review of related literature? It is written a related means whatever the topic you have chosen. Okay, so according to your topic, related with your topic, you get the data, you get the knowledge, you get the evidences, you get the research papers. Okay, review of related literature, it helps to your research. Okay, for example, you have done the research and you have made a one copy of one thesis of the research. It should be some based off that. You can say that, sir, I have taken this topic, and according to this topic, these are the result which is based upon my review of related literature. Because some of the authors, some of the scholars, they have already done the research on these things. Okay, now I have I have gone further, and I have searched these things, and based upon this thing, based upon review of related literatures. Okay, and now we understand a little bit more what is the importance of review of related literature. It describes how the proposed research, proposed means you have taken, you are doing the work. It describes how the proposed research is related to the prior research in statistics. Right, guys? Guys, you are taking some of the topic. Okay, you are doing the research. Actually, guys, that things should exist somewhere in the world. Right? So then you have to find that. You have to, collected these all the reviews in order to support your research. Right? For example, in a you have seen that now when any of the advocate presents any evidence in front of the judge, he says that, sir, this is a already decision is taken by the High Court. I'm I'm giving the reference of this, you can say statement, by the High Court, by the a lower court, right? Right, like the advocate gives the references, okay, of the case. Similarly, guys, you are doing the research, you have to give the reference. Your research is based upon this, right? This is the meaning of a review of related literature, and that's why it is called the master step in any of the research. Without referencing, without related literature, you cannot present your research. It would be cancelled on the spot. by the panel. Okay, you should have a strong, strong, you can say support, right? Strong support means strong literature of your research problem, right? Research problem means your research, your topic, right? So this is the meaning of a review of related literatures. Okay, so this is the importance, right? I have, explained everything. It has come under the importance. Okay, all the words, all the lines. Okay, these are all, I have written, whatever I have explained to you. What are the purpose, Hana? These are the purpose I have explained. Okay. Sources क्या हो सकते हैं? Okay, this is also, that. What are the sources of literature review? Okay, you can collect the data from the books. Hana? You can take the reviews from the books, from the magazines, from the newspapers, right? From the online articles, from the ebooks. And there are so many resources like internet, lot of, research engines. Okay, there are a lot of data you can get it, but you have to write in your own English language in order to avoid plagiarism. Okay, writing review of related literatures. Okay, so I have, all explained. I have in the example. Okay, just I have given to you, right, guys? Okay, next we talk about research problem. I have also taken the class of this topic, right? I made the notes for you. That's why I'm discussing again with you. What is the research problem? Guys, whenever this word comes in your mind, it means research problem means any topic. We are talking about any topic, right? Any problem we are taking, research problem. Okay, these, some words are technical words. You must understand the meaning of this is this. Okay, you cannot say that, directly, translation from the English, the meaning is that. Okay, but some of the technical word you have to understand because this is a language of a research, right? Research has on grammar. Okay, you can say to some extent. Okay, so from that way you have to understand, right? For example, when we talk about the hypothesis, okay, we cannot say hypothesis is right or wrong. Hypothesis is always accepted or rejected. So we have to learn these particular language, right, in a research, right? So research problem means here research problem means any topic we are going to select in order to start our research. This is called research problem. And under this topic, we will learn meaning of the research problem, sources of the research problem, how we have to identify the research problem, how we have to formulate the research problem, right, guys? So what is a research problem? It is written. Research problem is a very first step in the research process. So first step क्या होगा किसी भी research का? क्या होगा? Research topic ही होगा ना? So that's why I have written. Research problem is the very first step in any of the research process, right? It necessarily will guide you throughout entire research work. The research problem functions as the base of your research study, in fact, right? So again, it is written, research problem means questions that researcher wants to answer or any assumption or assertion that we want to change, we want to challenge or investigate. These questions can become a research problem or research topic for your study. Okay, so guys, whatever the research questions, whatever you find the problems, right, gaps in any of previous research, it becomes your research questions and automatically it becomes your research problem. Okay, according to Kerlinger, okay, there is a one definition of research problem. Kerlinger has said it, a problem is an interrogative sentence or statement that asks what relation exists between two or more variables. The answer to questions will provide what is having sought in the research. Okay, so basically whatever the topic you take for any of the research, so basically guys, these are the variables. For example, you want to research that your topic is that whether consumption of liquor affects on the lungs or not. Okay, so here we are talking about liquor and lungs. Okay, if, you can say persons on the person's health, or yes, simple you can take it. Okay, you want to see the emotional intelligence of the student of the 9th class, right? You want to study the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence kya hai? This is a variable. Okay, or another topic is you want to see the academic achievement of your 9th class student. What is the academic achievement? Academic achievement is your variable. So whatever the topic you take, so basically guys, you are talking, you are interacting with the variables. Okay, so that's why Kerlinger has said research is a problem is an interrogative sentence or statement that asks what relations exist between two or more variables. Okay, for example, we can see what is the emotional intelligence of adolescents in relations to creativity. Okay, listen me carefully. There is a one study of emotional intelligence of adolescents in relations to creativity. Okay, so there are two variables we are applying on the adolescents. We want to check the creativity or emotional intelligence, right? So after the study, naturally we will get some conclusion. What would be our conclusion? We will study whether creative students having the more emotional intelligence or having the more emotional intelligence, creative students having the more emotional intelligence or not, whether boys having the creativity more than the girls, and they also having the more emotional intelligence instead of the girls, or vice versa. Whatever the conclusion we will find in our study. So basically we are talking about, we are interacting the two variables. One is emotional intelligence and one is creativity. So that's why Kerlinger has said that we check whether the relationship of the variable exists or not, right? So then according to that, we work on that. When we come to know that creativity affects the emotional intelligence, so we have come to know that creativity is the most important. So then what we have to do, we have to teach according to the creativity of the student. We don't have to impose our words on the students, because if the students are creative, automatically they would be having the more emotional intelligence. So what we do guys, we started imposing our words on the on the in the mind of the student. So what happens, even we never know, we are killing the creativity of the student, right? Reasoning power of the student. So how we have come to know that, why the new methods are coming in the market, why it is said that the aim of education is to develop the harmonious personality of the student. Why it is written? Why it is written nowadays? Education should be the child-centered. It was not there not 20-30 years back. Because of that, such type of a research, we have come to know that. So that's why we are, using whatever the conclusions comes from that particular research. So next we talk about what are the sources of research problem. Okay, so guys, you have to select any of your topic. Research problem is your topic, right? And under the topic you interact with the variables. Okay, from where you will find the variables? The question arises, how you will find the variable? Suppose I give you the one assignment, guys, tomorrow all of you in the class, you have to come with your topic, with your research problem. How you will find it? So under this topic we will find the answer. What are the sources of research problem? Classroom teaching. Think all of you, what is the problem in your classroom teaching? Think all of you. You will find a lot of things, right? Related with your student, related with your creativity of your student, emotional intelligence of your student, even related with your teaching method also. Okay, teaching method also. Okay, your class is not getting a good marks. Okay, so you can find that what is the problem there, right? Then you will find, further you can break the research problem among boys and girls, right? This is one of the source. Okay, next is consultations with the research supervisor. Whatever your supervisor, you can consult with them. Classroom lectures, class discussions, seminar reports. These are the sources from where you can get your research topic, your research problem. Critical appraisal of literature. Just see the literature, right? Previous research, find the previous research, existing theories, okay, performance improvement activities, social issues. There are so many social issues. Dowry system, okay, even the problem with the girls education, right? Problems with the women education, right? So there are so many social issues existing in the market. You can take your topic from there. Okay, right? Even whatever the topic you have the interest, actually the easy solution of this problem is that from where you have to collect your research problem, research topic. So guys, I will say that on the based on my experience, I will say to you, whatever the inclination, whatever the aptitude you have to particular problem, you should make that particular topic as a research study of your work, right? Brainstorming, intuition, folklores, exposure of field situation, consultations with expert. So these are, I have talked about, 12 or 13 points from where you can find out the source of your research problem. Okay, you can select your topics. Okay. Then selections of a research problem, further aa gaya, personal inclinations, resource availability, relevance, research knowledge, practicality. Okay. Timelines of the problem, data availability. So it means, guys, these 7 points, whenever you have to select your research problem, so guys, you have to, keep these all the things. Okay, means, okay, see the, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, practicality, timelines of the problem, data availability. So guys, you have to see these things also. Whether you can collect the data and making the report within a 2 year or not, because MED is of 2 years. Sometimes kya hota, by mistake you select any of the topic, but that topic would finish after 5 or 6 years. But you have to see the timelines, practicality, data availability, whether you can collect the data or not. Sometimes students choose the wrong topic, okay, because they are lacking the research knowledge. Okay, so what happens after a 6 month or 1 year, they have come to know that we have selected a topic where the data, the problem we have selected, the data is not available. We cannot collect the data. How we will interpret the data? How we will go over there? Okay, we have the lack of equipments, right? So these all things you have to keep in your mind first before selecting your topic and before defining your topic, right? Urgency, ye dekho, feasibility, there should be a feasibility, area culture, ethical issues, right? So all things you have to see that. Okay, now definition and statement of the research problem, how you will define. So first, defining of the problem, you know that. Then statement of the research problem. Okay, next आ गया formulations of research problem. Okay, अभी तक हमने क्या किया, we have come to know about our research problem, what is the research topic, then how we have to find our research topic, what are the sources of finding the research problem, yeah, research topic. Okay, then selections of the research problem. Now the questions come, formulate. We should know how to formulations of the research problem. Okay, for example, we have taken one topic. We take the same example, study of emotional intelligence of people in relations to creativity. Okay, study of emotional intelligence of people study of emotional intelligence of people in relations to creativity. Okay, think about in your mind, fit in your mind. What is the problem? Problem is study of emotional intelligence of people in relations to creativity, right? So we have taken this topic up, guys. We have to formulate these things. Up people may there are 140 crore persons in the India. We have to formulate the problem. Okay, how we will formulate? We will remove the word people and we will fit the word adolescent, right? So क्या हो गया हमारा new topic? Problem of study of emotional intelligence of adolescents in relations to creativity. Okay, again, what we do that there are a lot of adolescents, right? Then we again delimit our topic. Study of adolescents of 9th class student in relations to creativity. Study of emotional intelligence of 9th class students in relations to creativity, right? 9th class, there is a lot of 9th class in the India. Then we again delimit our topic. A study of emotional intelligence of 9th class student in relations to creativity of convent schools. There are so many convent schools. Then we delimit again. We take the Punjab. In the Punjab, there are so many convent schools. Then we take a one district, only Ludhiana. From that way, we have to formulate our research problem. Got the point? ये देखिए, identify the broad study areas. Then mark up your interest. Study research questions. Set out objectives. ये देखो, this is the objective we have to set out. Assess our objectives. Check back. Right? So these all the points comes under this, and the delimitations of research problem. Okay, I have just discussed. Formulations and delimitations of a research problem I have discussed. Okay, from that way you have to delimit your research problem. Right, guys? Okay, what are the characteristics of a good research problem? Okay, good research problem must be researchable. Good research problem can be stated clearly and concisely. Right? The variable in the problem must be clear. It should have base in the research literature. Sufficient data should be available. So these are characteristics of the research problem. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, we have finished our, 3 or 4 topics. One is educational research, types of educational research, then review of related literature, then research problems. Okay. And, next class, we will talk about the hypothesis and the sampling. Okay. Even I'm giving you the advanced notes of the hypothesis and sampling. Okay. So today we have, discussed about 35 pages. Okay. Total pages are 63, right? Rest of the 30 pages in the next class we will discuss. Okay. So now I go to, on the first page. So we finished research, educational types, review, and research problems, right? So these 4 or 5 topics we finished. Okay. Hypothesis and sampling, I'm giving you the notes. You can read it. In the next class, we will finish hypothesis and sampling. Okay. Okay, Ji, thank you so much to all of you. Thanks for this lecture.